Now don't tell me you guys are killing your gains out there. Come on. We put so much hard work and effort into the gym. We have to make sure rest and recovery is at the top of the list. Now this is Chris Tripp, CrazyBulk athlete, and Men's Physique All Natural Pro here. Now I used to be a knucklehead, and back in my youth, I would just tear my body up through sports, through lifting, and I never ever took the time to stretch, to make sure I got proper sleep, nutrition, all that good stuff. So I was just tearing my body down. So I ended up having injury after injury, having knee surgeries, shoulder injuries, back injuries, and I just wasn't giving myself the TLC that I needed. And I want to make sure that you guys don't go down that path, of hard knocks and have those bumps and bruises, and learn from my mistakes and other people's mistakes. Put your rest and recovery at number one. Now, in the gym, we're all aimed at actually getting muscle growth. And what that is when you're in the gym, basically what you're doing is you're getting little micro tears in your muscle fibers that are basically breaking down, and then you are supposed to be fueling, and I hope you're fueling up, making sure that you're eating enough protein so that your body can actually rebuild and rebuild stronger and bigger. And that's how we start to slowly size up. You need to make sure that you're getting enough protein in, basically amino acids, for you to repair and build, to go through protein synthesis, so that you're moving forward and you're not doing more harm to yourself. I'll give you an example. Think of it like this. You go out there, say for instance, you get a scrape or you get a tear or you get a cut. What happens to your body? It wants to repair, so what you end up building a thicker layer of skin in order to protect yourself from future tears. So that skin is not as weak, it's actually thicker, and that's basically what your muscles go through, those tears. So that is how you're building and getting bigger muscles. Basically, it's like you're tearing, you're rebuilding, and it's creating a whole nother layer that's actually stronger. Now, to support that building process, you have to eat, but more importantly, you have to rest and recover. You have to do things that is going to be conducive of that growth and not going to stifle it. Or also, there's potential to create and intensify injuries, which we want to prevent. We want to make sure that we're healthy through the process while we're getting those gains, guys. So again, for proper repair and recovery, intake. Make sure you're getting what you need, a well-balanced diet. Make sure you're getting the appropriate nutrition that you need for that growth. Now, it's so underrated, your sleep. Most people, they tend to either oversleep, but most people tend to undersleep. Now, if you're building and you're working your butt off in the gym, your body needs that typical 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and good sleep. Not the broken up, I'm on my phone, I'm on social media type sleep. I want you to get appropriate sleep so you can actually rebuild. Then you want to make sure you're adding appropriate supplementation on top of the game, like in the form of BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, or even EAAs, essential amino acids, which are even better, that has a more fully loaded profile. Then also you have things like glutamine that you can take that's going to further enhance your recovery while you're doing that damage to your muscle fibers. Now, another big thing, I'm all about being mindful and kind of using your own tuition and your feel to kind of know what your body needs. Start listening to your body. So that means if you think that you are insanely sore and you think you need a rest day, you feel it, take that rest day. Just don't let it linger for 2 or 3 or a week, but take that rest day, maybe 2 days if you need it. Because I'm telling you, when you come back at it, you're gonna feel stronger, you're gonna feel better at and ready to rock and roll and rage in the gym. Now, as far as active recovery, there are a host of things that I love to intertwine into my regimen just to make sure that I'm giving my body that TLC that it needs to stay healthy and to recover appropriately to support those gains. Now, what I like to use, I love to stretch. I'm a big advocate for stretching. And I did not do that in my early teens and early 20s, which caused me a host of issues. So I'm telling you, get out there, make sure you're stretching. If you can, try to make it a daily thing for you to stretch. I know it's not glamorous. I know nobody likes to sit around and stretch, and sometimes it's just uncomfortable. But be comfortable with the uncomfortable, especially when it comes to your TLC. Another active recovery tool that you can use, which I love, is foam rolling. That's great prior to a workout or after a workout or both. You can't get enough of that. That self myofascial release to help basically relax the muscle tissues and those knots that you may have. It's phenomenal. It sometimes sucks, but I mean, I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Another tool that I start adding into the equation a couple years back, which has been a game changer for me, is yoga. And that's near and dear to my heart. It's something that I'm working on a certification for right now as we speak. It is phenomenal at just getting you more limber, getting you more calm, reducing your stress, more flexibility, just more mobility-wise, stability. It just covers all your bases. It keeps you grounded. I mean, there's so many things that, you know, yoga does, and I know that's one of those things bros don't do, but this bro does, and I swear by it. I'm telling you, hey, get on it. You'll thank me later. Now, I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't really think about when it comes to killing your gains and that muscle growth. Now, there's this thing called cortisol. Now, cortisol is a hormone that is actually produced when you're stressed out. So if you have a heavily stressed lifestyle, you have a heavily stressed job, or whatever it may be, emotional, mental stress, those things, if your cortisol levels are high, they murder your gains. So there are multiple ways, if you do have a lot of stress in your life, for you to find your little peace, your little zen. For me, like I said, you have yoga that can center you, calm you down. You got breath work. I'm a big advocate for meditation. It sounds kind of corny, but for me, it keeps me grounded. It allows me to reduce my stress, especially if I partner that with breath work, reduces my stress greatly. So my cortisol levels has reduced drastically. And I know in my early 20s, they were skyrocketed. They were high, super high. And I'd get tests. My doctors were concerned about, you know, why are your cortisol levels so high? Because of all the stress that I was taking between in the gym and outside of the gym. So manage your stress, manage your mental health, manage your emotional health, and your physical health. Don't miss the mark on any of those. Each one of those are just as equally important for your gains and for your overall health. Now, if you guys have the money to spare and you want to spend it on yourself, there's no better thing to spend it on than getting a massage, a nice little deep tissue massage, which is great. Maybe some Thai massage where there's actually stretching involved, so assisted stretching. Maybe some acupuncture, chiropractic. All these things are modalities that you can add for you to keep and maintain your health and just your overall well-being so that you are optimally moving and have more optimal living. Now I'm urging you, I gave you a host of different tips or different ideas that you can use. You even have like infrared saunas. I'm a big fan of saunas, ice baths. I started my, it's been like 20 days of almost straight ice baths every single day to reduce inflammation, to work on increasing your feel-good hormones, your serotonin, all that good stuff, good blood flow. So there's so many different things that you can do to just love yourself better. That's also gonna have that effect on your gains to make sure that you're actually getting them versus harming your gains. And also keeping you healthy, preventing injury. That's huge. So why not do it? Get after it. So let's make sure you guys stay healthy and aren't killing those gains. So make sure you get proper sleep. You're getting proper intake of nutrition and supplementation so that you have everything that you need to build and not take away, so that you're not just breaking down your muscle proteins and you're not replenishing. You have to replenish. Make sure you're also doing active recovery things like foam rolling, stretching, yoga, adding in things like an infrared sauna, or normal saunas, ice baths for recovery, massage, chiropractic. There's so many different host of options out there for you so that you just stay healthy mentally, physically, and emotionally. Because remember, those cortisol levels, they'll sneak up on you and they will kill your gains. So let's not do that. All right, guys? Now, if you like this, definitely make sure you hit the like button, you follow and subscribe our YouTube channel for way more fitness tips and inspiration. So you know what time it is. All right, let's get it.